You made it. You survived the grueling analyst and consultant years, the endless late nights, and the impossible client deadlines. You are now a senior consultant at a Big Four firm. These are the 4 largest professional services networks: Deloitte, EY, KPMG, and PwC. But right now, in this exact position, you are standing at the most critical career crossroads of your entire decade. You have a specific choice to make. Do you absorb the intense pressure and push for the manager title, or do you take your chips off the table and exit the firm today? This chart shows market leverage. The line rises through analyst and consultant phases, then spikes sharply. That peak is your second year as senior, your absolute maximum negotiation power. But if you aren't promoted to manager, the line slopes downward. Your external value declines. The choice to wait for the next cycle burns through your finite market leverage. You might be looking at your own track record right now and feeling frustrated. You deliver excellent work. Your clients are happy. Your projects are profitable. Yet you are stuck in promotion limbo while your peers move up. There is a pervasive myth in consulting culture that working harder and executing flawlessly will automatically trigger your next step up the ladder. The reality is that the promotion to manager is never a reward for what you have already done. It is exclusively a forward-looking bet made by the firm on your future capability to lead. Flawless execution is assumed. The firm expects high-level output as the bare minimum baseline to keep your job, not as evidence of your leadership potential. Lingering in the senior role with nothing but good work to show for it eventually transforms a rising star into a passed-over asset, and that damages your external exit options. The moment you acquire the senior title, the internal mechanics of the firm shift. The rules of the game change entirely. As a consultant, success meant doing the work quickly and accurately yourself. As a senior, your job is completely different. Success now means ensuring your junior staff deliver the work while simultaneously managing the client's anxieties and expectations. This is exactly where many seniors fail. They continue to judge their own performance based on their individual output rather than the performance of their team. This matrix shows what's actually evaluated. Notice how consultant metrics fade out. The real metric dictating your progression is internal visibility. You can spend 80 hours a week perfecting a model, but it's wasted if leadership doesn't know you. Your direct supervisor does not decide your promotion. That decision is made by a committee of partners, and most of the people in that room have likely never worked with you directly. If you do not actively manage your brand upward to these specific decision makers, you simply do not exist in the promotion pipeline. Your client impact will not save you. Navigating this political gauntlet is difficult, but securing the manager title provides undeniable long-term leverage. Look at the immediate financial reward. The promotion triggers a massive, non-linear jump in your base salary, typically a 25 to 40% increase overnight. But the real value is external. That title proves to the broader market that you survived the rigorous Big Four leadership vetting process. You were chosen over your peers to manage clients and teams independently. Your network also experiences exponential growth. You transition from peer-level contacts to direct, regular relationships with client chief financial officers, CEOs, and firm executives. Achieving manager will require 1 to 2 more years of extreme sacrifice and genuine burnout risk, but doing so permanently raises your lifetime earning floor in any future industry you choose to enter. There is a severe hidden danger to the alternative, staying at the firm without a clear, guaranteed path to promotion. This is the stagnation tax, the daily depreciation of your market value once you overstay your tenure as a senior. Internally, the consequences accumulate. Unpromoted seniors are quietly removed from strategic, high-growth projects. Instead, they are relegated to being reliable workhorses on tedious, routine execution tasks. Externally, recruiters know the average promotion timelines perfectly well. When you exceed that timeline, they red flag your resume. You are viewed as someone the firm actively refused to bet on. Then there is the cognitive load. Spending daily energy worrying about your career uncertainty consumes the exact same bandwidth you could be using to build actual transferable skills. Lingering in the role might help you avoid the immediate stress of job hunting today, but it permanently surrenders your peak negotiation power and guarantees a much weaker exit later. You cannot make this decision based on late-night anxiety or vague promises. You need hard data. Schedule a meeting with your direct manager or partner tomorrow. You need to ask them a series of highly specific, uncomfortable questions. First, ask them, am I formally considered for promotion in the very next cycle? And what exact skill gaps remain for me to close? Second, ask, which specific partners are actively defending my case right now to the promotion committee? There is an unbreakable rule to this diagnostic test. If leadership provides vague, non-committal answers to these direct questions, that silence is a definitive no. This flowchart maps out your next move. If you are a market maximizer, your path leads here to the stay and fight scenario. Staying requires an explicit timeline, a confirmed partner advocating for you, and clearly defined goals to hit before the next cycle. Alternatively, if conditions aren't met, the paths branch downward to a trigger exit strategy outcome. You must exit if you are caught in vague feedback loops, if the firm has a structural freeze on promotions, or if you have zero internal partner sponsorship. If you are still getting mixed signals, use a final failsafe. Set a hard, written deadline of 3 to 6 months. If the conditions aren't met by that exact date, pull the ripcord without hesitation. The only true career failure here is letting the firm make this decision for you by omission. Stepping away based on your own strict criteria allows you to cash in your momentum at its absolute peak.